So the topic of today is youth involvement in the historic vehicle movement in India. And first of all, I'd like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak about something that I'm deeply passionate about. I want to welcome all our friends at FIVA to our country. And when you speak of India as a country, our automotive history cannot be ignored. And we have our own class, the Maharaja cars, and this is the Indian entourage participating at Pebble Beach. So the topic is youth involvement in historic vehicles movement in India. And I just want to tell you that for the last 2-3 years, we have been actively trying to get more young people interested in the passion of old cars. So let's quickly talk about what are the challenges that the youth is facing. And I'll skip right over this because a lot of people have already spoken a lot about it. So awareness and access, affordability and cost of purchase, know-how, shortage of time, which we are going through right now, and space constraints, absence of DIY culture. This is the only point I'd like to speak a little bit about. In other countries, you have a lot of DIY self-help books and kits and things like that. Unfortunately, we don't have those available in India. So a lot of us are dependent on our mechanics and restorers for this, and so the YouTube is helping us a lot in sort of developing the DIY culture. And misconceptions, like you need to have a Rolls Royce to be a part of the vintage cars. No, that's not true. We can start with a humble Fiat or an Ambassador today, which is a part of the Indian heritage, and that's what we are trying to promote. So Mahatma Gandhi once famously said that be the change you wish to see in this world. And we've taken his advice very seriously. And in 2017, we started this group called Classic Drivers of Calcutta. We were 3 of us, and when we started, and we were all youngsters, all below the age of 35. And this is the first sort of group we have in East India, Classic Drivers Group. It is not an owners group. The idea is to keep the cars driving. And now we have 98 historic vehicle owners together in these 2 years. And we have over 200 historic vehicles in our group. And so we have completed 18 official drives, shows. We've done movie screenings, workshops, and a lot of informal drives. And it's really, really done wonders. And we have 500 members in our Facebook and Instagram account. And these are our target audience. These are people who voluntarily added, liked our page. And these are the people who don't have cars, but they want to have cars, so they come to us for more information, and we try to convert them into our fold. And you'll be happy to know almost 40% of the owners are below the age of 35. And 15% of our owners are first-time vintage car owners. So this is our little family. We don't want to get in too much into what the club activities are. You can always see that on our page. So we did a very quick survey. We did it with the help of Gautam Sen. And we wanted to understand the perception of historic vehicles in India. And it was done in December 2018. And we did it online, and 110 people responded to it. And mostly you can see our male audiences. And you see 57% of the people were below the age of 40 who responded to this. And obviously it's interesting a lot of people. They're not, of course, it's within the circuit. And yes, a lot of people would like to, own a vintage classic car, and most people thought it was a part of your heritage. There always has to be this one person who doesn't think so, and yes, we need to protect our cars for the future generations, and they need to be driven on public roads. So, what is the way forward? So, we like to think by catch them young and watch them grow. So this is what we are doing, and this is one of our members' kids. And as you can see, he's taken keen interest in cleaning up his father's car. We organize events, and that's proven to be a very useful tool. And it's not just events like shows, drives, workshop, movie screening, and garage days where you open your garage out to the youth. Now you have to involve the youth in these events and let them contribute in any way they can. Maybe they don't have cars, give them a ride in yours, let them do photography, drone photography, do marshalling at events, let them spread the word. It helps. Create communities around historic vehicles. And by creating communities, we mean that it should be a fun affair, not a competitive affair. And this is just to encourage new people. So we use social media a lot to influence the youth, and we target it. And as you can see, when one of our drives, the cop stopped our car, and we thought he's going to pull us over for registration, but he was taking photographs and selfies, and he apparently has 5,000 followers on Instagram. So the effect of all of this in Calcutta that we've seen is that happy youngsters in old cars. These are a couple of kids, and so Fiat 500 model being sold. We've got first generation owner of cars. This is a lawyer, Arijit Das Mullik. He's the first guy, first generation car owner. And we've seen most of the youth starting to buy cars, Indian heritage cars as well. And more than 14 vehicles we've been able to save since we started this in 2017. And members have taken to do the work themselves. This is a youngster, he's only 26 years old, he's painting his own car. And this is a video I'd like to show you. Can we have the volume, please?
Like your drive? You want to go again? You like old cars or new cars?
I think they were just waiting for somebody to start.
Liking it today?
Yes, very good.
What do you want next time?
Very old.
Older cars, right? Not newer ones, huh?
No, I want cars, but I want different cars than these. Much older models.
Okay, and do you want bikes and scooters that you're sitting on?
Yes.
We'll try to get them.
Uncle, but you also have to give us the keys so we can drive. Keys? I know how to ride a bike.
Liking it today?
So as you can see, the kids are really enjoying all of this. And so this is the two twins, the Sanghvi twins in Calcutta. And you see mostly when you ask kids to draw paintings and they draw a scenery of a mountain and a house and a river flowing by. But not these kids, not the CDC kids. This is the sort of drawings that they do at home. And this is very encouraging to see. So I want to say the future is bright, and thank you.